talking till 3, sharing old stories, just them and me. The world's fast asleep, but we're wide awake, sipping on coffee, no plans to break. Time fades away as the night drifts on, lost in the laughter, the dark nearly gone. No need for answers, no reason why, just two souls awake beneath the sky. No rush, just stars and soft street lights, starting or ending, it feels just right. Up late with a friend, the world's at rest, these quiet chats, yeah, they're the best. So here's to late nights, the quiet and deep, with a friend by your side when you should be asleep. In the calm of the night, life feels bright, ending or starting, we're feeling just right. Time fades away as the night drifts on, lost in the laughter, the dark nearly gone. No need for answers, no reason why, just two souls awake beneath the sky. No rush, just stars and soft street lights, starting or ending, it feels just right. Up late with a friend, the world's at rest, these quiet chats, yeah, they're the best. No rush, just stars and soft street lights, starting or ending, it feels just right. Up late with a friend, the world's at rest, these quiet chats, yeah, they're the best. These quiet chats, yeah, they're the best, yeah, they're the best. These quiet chats, yeah, they're the best, the quiet and deep best.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, and welcome to another Unity stream, because I feel, oh, look who has okay disposition. Nightbot can see you, I still can't see you, and I can still see you in all your comments on my wall. I don't know why, but just here to ruin my algorithm playing where I don't normally stream. Get to bed. It's not going to be interesting. Just here to try and... I'm fat like Buddha, so I'm thinking, let's try and bring people together. Yeah, it's really, really shitty weather in Denmark as well. Been all night, so that's probably why my back is killing me. But I'm not saying everyone in America is a redhead, but could be, yes. Now I lost my train of thought. Yeah, I'm here to try and bring unity, because going on the Twitch sweat this morning, I slept in late because I was up doing a late night show in America, and then I slept, and people are so hostile. Hey, Brigitte from Netherlands. See, that's why I can't see you, because you're so mean. Well, funny enough, because when I need to calm down a little bit, I'm not saying that I go into my refractory period and need some audio visual help to... but if I don't know what I want to watch, I can always go to my good friend, the old town bicycler herself. Because with all this drama, we kind of forgot that we got a new funny person to follow on the Twitch sweat. The town bicycle herself, who's out here spilling the deeds in the streets, talking about why would a lawyer lie under the pains of penalties for perjury as an officer of the court, and stated that the pre-edited wiretap videos were never posted online. Did they not know they were published publicly, first by mistake and then changed to private and sent to several people, according to Kate, of course, and this screenshot. And then there's this screenshot from... Did I ever give you the full wiretap video? After yesterday, I'm legit worried they don't actually have it, because Cosgrove said Tully doesn't open links. Was this Christine Gagne responding in this text, or one of the 13 others it was sent to? Has anyone figured out who Christine is yet and why her name isn't listed in any police report? Or why Kate deleted the Google Drive she created to share these videos with Tully and Mello? And why she blamed Christine Gagné and said it was her who deleted the Google Drive with the evidence? Why can't Kate explain why she would delete evidence in a trial against the man she calls her arch nemesis? Help me understand. Is this like the time her public Discord group magically was hacked and disappeared? Or like when both of Turtle Boy Facebook accounts were permanently suspended and deleted, including every single message on them? So strange. Maybe just ask me. You don't have to ask anyone else. I was told by two sources that Nick Rocco was the one who made sure that Karen Reed went on the rapper's show. Then he came into my chat and said, I didn't do that. I said, okay, I was told it was you. I don't do that. I said, okay. So I was told by Nick it wasn't him. Then I was told by Nick that he didn't talk to Karen before the show. That's another. I had three different explanations to why we could 100% trust that it was Karen Reed who was in the rapper's show. One, the rapper had talked to Karen Reed before the show. Nick had confirmed that it was Karen Reed he talked to on the phone. I know because Nick said he didn't, that it's a lie. Then the other explanation was they had texted with Karen Reed because I believe Nick had given them the number. Again, this is why we do Unity, because there's so many stories out there, and I got three of them. The second one, they had texted with Karen Reed. She had asked if she could come in their chat and tell the truth. And they said, of course you can, because they're friendly people. So they gave her a wrench to make sure that it was the Karen Reed, confirmed by Nick Rocco. The third version, Karen Reed had a wrench from a year ago when she hung out in their chat, and Nick Rocco didn't know she was going to be in the chat. And this is the one Nick gave me, which is public on my Twitter. Didn't come. He didn't know she was going to be there, but he knew she had a wrench from the year before, and that's how he confirmed it was her. He didn't talk to her. He didn't ask anything, say anything, but because she already had a wrench on the rapper show, that's why he could confirm it was her. So three wildly different stories, and I, of course, believe Nick Rocco's that he had no idea it was Karen. Karen was going to be there, and that Karen was only recognized by him because she used to have a wrench from a year ago. And as I said, okay, I was just told. I know that on the rapper show tonight, they put it on screen for a very long time that I said that, or Nick Rocco said that. Nick Rocco should also have put up that I got his explanation, and I said, oh, okay, seems interesting because I heard two different stories. Maybe Nick Rocco didn't want to mention that part where I said, okay, I didn't know that. I had two different stories told to me before. That seems like you were the one who made the connection to the rapper's show. But hey, I don't know Nick. Nick never talked to me. I don't know these people who is in that chat. I got one of them coming into my Twitter asking who I am. I don't know. I'm nobody. But apparently they are now the official spokes channel for Karen Reed or something like that, which, okay. Yeah, because I don't, if that's what she want to do, I trusted her 100%. Karen Reed wanted to go on a show that normally has about the same number of views that I have, who has spent the last 2 years putting Turtle Boy in every one of their texts, or Karen Reed in any one of their texts to get some traction. She would sit in their chat. She could have done this and gone on Emily D. Baker's and had maybe 100,000 live viewers to hear her truth. And I was just asking if Nick Rocco was the one who booked her because That's what the story was. That they had talked and confirmed to Karen. They had texted and confirmed with Karen. Both of those confirmed by Nick Rocco. All of the Nick Rocco story, which I believe he didn't know shit about it, but because she had a wrench a year ago, he thought it was Karen. I don't know. It seems to me logical that, of course, Karen would choose to sit in a chat at midnight saying, all these creators lied to me. Hey, Luna, how are you doing? Nicola is hostile. Nicola is always hostile. Nick released the tapes. No, it's a-okay. It's on my. I could have deleted on Twitter, but I. This is what I'm trying to say with all of this bullshit that's going on right now. Get 5 people to tell me the same story. Are we hating Nurse Kim now? Are we hating Jimmy? Are we hating Nan? Are we hating the rappers? Are we hating Will the Glarer? Because we change who we hate every 5 minutes. And I think it's utterly stupid. Kelsey Fitzsimmons is still in prison. Sandra Birdsmore's killer still hasn't faced consequences. We still don't know what happened to Eduardo Garcia. Michael Proctor is still an asshole. The rest of the cops are still hired. But let's sit in chats and... No, I wasn't going... This is a Unity stream, so I wasn't going to do this, but...
So he does...
This is what people want, because the one person who started all of this is in the top left corner. Let's just do it.
You, all right? So he does this whole thing, does a blog of me, does a whole live. All to come forward is that I had nothing to do with it. And so all you turtle riders, you bet your fucking ass I'm going after that motherfucker. And I hope he, 2 kids, 5 kids, 20 fucking kids. I don't give a shit. Fuck him. Right? He didn't do me any fucking favors. And guess what, Aiden? You want a truce? Blog this motherfucker. You're dead. You are fucking DOA as you fucking walk, buddy. You're DOA. And I fucking had it with you, little fucking maggot. You're a little dwarf. Fuck you. That's right, JFK. I said it, motherfucker. I'll put you on a post too, bitch. No, I'm no JFK. I'm just kind of doing what you do to me, JFK. Don't take it to heart, buddy. All right, relax. The anger is the anger is to where it should be. And fuck you, Turtle Boy. Fuck you.
So,
that's right, Chris.
I love it. I love
Get
it.
me going. Hey, listen. I'm about to do Crazy Sean too. I'm gonna have No Mercy. Fuck. I'm gonna have. Guess what, Chris? I'm gonna have a whole month of No Mercy. I'm gonna go fucking balls to the wall.
Scorched earth, mate. Scorched earth.
I'm gonna have a whole month and tell fucking Auntie Deb.
But
Auntie Deb, hold on. I got to mess with Auntie
you're on
Deb.
a roll. Go. Love it. Go.
Don't waste your time trying to recite what I do from the heart. You can't recite me, Auntie Deb. You do your little telephone conversations, right? You know, whatever the hell you did. That. I'm gonna tell you, Jimmy, that was a fucking masterpiece. Whatever you did in that telephone the other day, I thought was great. But hey Jimmy, keep playing my fucking Crazy Sean fucking thing. I love it because now it brings back all the energy again, all the fucking anger I had. And to all those people, Julie out there, and I'm sorry, we all fucking went at each other. But guess what? I might have a whole fucking. Hey, I got my microphone. I got that fucking channel. I might have a whole fucking month of No Mercy. I'm gonna maybe No Mercy November. How about that? Every fucking night, I'm gonna go on. I'm going to give up everything I have, every motherfucking thing I have.
So
I'm going to throw it all out there.
The half girl or the half man, whichever way you want to go.
Right.
It's interesting though because like he says, "Oh, it was by design." I don't think it was by design at all. That was creepy, man. That was so creepy. Like pretending to be a women's advocate and
oh man, that's his cover. Hold on, Chris, that's his cover. He's a fucking predator. He's a groomer. Are you kidding me? Come on, Boyles. Come on, Boyles. Come on.
That's interesting. So now, Sean of the Gulf potentially lands him in a lawsuit because he just called Haley, not Wahlbeck, Jason Brawls, a groomer. this is what happened to a movement that over the last 2.5, 3 years made over $1 million being put into a defense fund. A movement that took obscure little channels like mine to a decent following and took some small channels to a massive following. And now these people who are pro Karen Reed is hanging out with a notorious liar, the guy who said it'll never ever come to trial 1. The feds will never allow Karen Reed to be convicted. Remember all his lies back then? The guy who leaked his conversations with Karen Reed, he was the first leaker. And now all of these people, just because they hate Aiden, is hanging out with this guy. And sadly, way too many people, just like I did with the Nick Rocco information yesterday, they want to be first. No one wants to sit and wait and say, hey, maybe I need to, I don't have connections to Turtle Boy. I can reach out to him and say, buddy, how are you doing? What's up, what's down? But they want to be first. And when they're first, they have to talk. And they run out of stuff because what's out there, someone leaks something that no one really knows what is. And then someone got mad he couldn't get his dick wet. That's what's out there. That has now been spun into, I don't know how much bullshit, where people are constantly switching sides, constantly attacking each other, making fun of people's shoes. Nan asked this question yesterday. How old are we? And I said pre-K. And then, I don't know, Jesse or whatever, who's on the rapper show, came in and said, who are you? Come on now. I know that you have this purity seal that you can't talk about anything if you're not from Boston. I had 45,000 views on my video about the McAlbert's lawsuit. I was the first one who ever did a Karen Reed panel show where I believe we hit 11,000 live viewers. You don't have to know me, but you know who I am if you have been following the Karen Reed. I'm the fat Dutch guy with Down syndrome. Come on now. Why is he back, Crazy Sean? Because Crazy Sean is crazy. And Crazy Sean will be where drama is. Notice who is on the shows with Crazy Sean. Masshole Mafia, Twisted Tragedies. If they are the same people that he hangs with, the man who is 100% pro Karen Reed, who will fight to the day she dies because he is the only one who ever fought for her, and he hangs out with the worst trash in the universe. Doesn't it tell you something? Does to me. Again, if it's her stating things like the people who lied to her and not putting names on it, that's a really, really bad tactic. I know a lot of people believe it's her. Just because someone gets a wrench in a channel, I can wrench any of you right now. Why can't I see Nicola? I don't know. I can see Nicola on my community wall. Nightbot picks up Nicola, but none of us can see each other if we write in another chat. And I've been through, you have 3 places you can block people. You have the YouTube blocks, then you have on Google. I've been through each and every one of my blocks. Nicola is not one of them. Nicola has been through each and every one of her blocks, and I'm not one of them. The only place I can't see Nicola is in YouTube chats. It's super weird. And I've been goggling, reset this, reset that. I tried everything out there. But Nicola, we have to maybe we were just too close, and Google has to keep us apart from each other. I used to like Sean, but nothing he said ever came through, and he went off the deep end. To be honest, and I've said this when he made his 5th comeback, I never trusted him because he was one of these people who always had this extreme, crazy intel because he had his team of 5. He had connection to Karen's team, and he knew what their strategy, and he talked to everyone. And the funny thing is, no one ever talked to Sean. And to me, that's a really big red flag. And he came just out of nowhere. He got a massive following, and people loved him because he gave them what they wanted. He gave them hope that Karen Reed would never, ever be tried in this case. But what happened? All of his bullshit came falling down. Sadly, some people still believed him when he returned after he went crazy on Karen because she didn't condone him when his brother passed away. And I feel sorry for him. And because she didn't wish him a happy birthday or whatever. If you're in these streets and you are that sensitive, get away. Especially when you go into these high-profile cases, you will be punched in the face almost daily by some idiot. So if you cry because Karen don't know who I am. I know that very well. Karen don't know 95% of the people out here who has been trying to help her. She might have known about some of us or heard some of our names somewhere. But she has a pretty big case to run. So I don't expect anything from her. The only person I feel like could have any expectation is Aiden. But I don't know what goes on behind the screens. And I don't care because to me, that's personal. I had a lot of people coming into my DMs, kept me up till 2 a.m. asking me, what's the new thing with Jess and Nurse Kim? And I'm like, I don't know any of these people. I never talked to Jess Machado. I never talked to Nurse Kim. I watched them online, and I don't know them. The only people I've talked to is Mike, the Glarer, Aiden, Masa. Those are the people I've ever talked to. But everyone asks, hey, what's going on with this? And I don't know. I really don't know. I can see you. I don't know if she's batshit crazy because, again, like I showed yesterday, let me do it again. Standard. True crime, right again. Common sense has left the building after the trial. I can't see you. The fact is, people making lies and drama like Krusty Burger and her co-parts starting drama, can't they consider Karen's poor dad had been through that kind of ticks me off. The sad thing is, and actually, again, my good friend Lindsay Gattani is, I'm sorry to say it, she's the voice of reason right now. Voice of reason. True crime debates. Can you write in chat again? True crime. Or else I have to go move it myself. I might have fucked up. But this is what Lindsay put out yesterday. This is called manipulation. Say it with me. Manipulation. God, she's so transparent once you figured her out. Do I think it's coincidental that the recordings of Karen are released at the same exact time Kate, Tully, and the NCADO are being called out? And when Jane McCabe is being spoken about again, no, I don't. The timing is very convenient. She's trying to play on Turtle Boy and the Turtle Riot's weakness so that they all turn on Karen Reed, who seems now to me was their only actual target since the very beginning. And then there's a post from the old masshole herself. Karen Reed has completely outmaneuvered Turtle Boy. There's nothing he can do now. Oh, sorry. Except accept that she did not honor their agreement, separated himself from her name and story, and watch from the sideline as she signs her own media deals, effectively ruining anything he had hoped for, as she is the story, not him. A few second clips circulating might not sound great for her, but the threat of a new wiretapping case hanging over Carney's head effectively ensures that no more leaks will occur, and she can remain in control of the narrative. He's left holding the bag with a litany of serious criminal charges and serious exposure, while she rides off into the sunset unscathed to bigger and better things, with his silence entirely assured. The bitch is devious, but she's not dumb. See, now you can trust that true crime debates is verified. We just need Jude Q, you still didn't send me that DM to verify that this is the real true crime. It's not that hard to give someone a wrench. But the problem I have with all of this is Lindsay Gattani sees behind the curtains better than a lot of the other people. How come that she can see what we can't see? That this is very convenient. That Flip Flop blows his gasket and starts leaking shit, and someone leaks something to, again, who is that person in Australia? I don't know them, but I don't know 95% of anyone. So I don't know if it's one really, really important creator that I just didn't know. But honestly, if you're looking from the helicopter, does it make sense that it just hit the fan with the mega motions and all of that shit? Let's get out there and try and sow some discord. Let's try and remove the base for Aiden's fundraising for his defense fund. I should do this. Now we're yelling about these stupid things. Where the hell did that go? That's annoying. I used to have that. Thank you, StreamYard. Oh, there it is. Isn't it just a little too convenient? That's what I'm thinking. And let me say, hoes are not loyal. So if you want to go after the king and you don't care to get your hands dirty, why not team up with the good old Trust herself? She's absolutely fucking crazy. She will do whatever she can to get Turtle Boy down. And if you can rise from that, be the next big thing in Canton or Boston or Massachusetts or wherever, why the hell don't you do that? It would be stupid not to do that. I don't know them. I've watched Big Kev or whatever his name is, driving around with his mic off in his car. He seems like a gentle giant. Why is there so much division between them and some other creators? I think you should go watch the last 5 days shows and you might find out. Because they're keeping it real, according to them, attacking everyone, especially Will, because he has cheap shoes. It's a classic case of he said, she said, and the gossip telephone line from high school life. That's the big old problem. All of this, if you look at the base of it, is someone couldn't get their dick wet and tried to ruin a really important, I feel, important part of Aiden's case, because Olivia is working with the data, and I've seen what she's done online, what we have seen during the Karen Reed case, and she seems to be a master at that. So let's ruin that part of Aiden's tag team. And then all of a sudden, let's leak some audios that show something, casting every single one of all of these creators into turmoil. Let's revive the old drunk at the golf and let him sit in spaces and scream, because he has no filter. He threatened Aiden Turtle Boy. He wanted to kill him. You heard it. You're dead. You're DOA. That's the person that Chris from Australia hangs out with. This is just as bad as when Yellow Cottage Tail didn't pull that asshole off who said maybe the O'Keefe should hire a hitman. If you sit on a stream where someone yells, "You're dead," you mute their microphone, you kick them from the room, and you say sorry. No, instead you're sitting and giggling because, oh, it's so funny when Grandpa Crazy has lost his night medicine and just screams. Then he goes on to call Jason Broyles a groomer. I don't know, Jason. Do I understand why you would pretend to be a woman? And no. But I also sometimes put on a wig and pretend that I live in a trailer park. Hey, it's like that sometimes. I don't know. I know there's a big divide in people who like or dislike Jason Broyles. But if you bring those charges against a man, especially anything that has to do with kids, you better fucking have some evidence. Nothing will ruin a man faster than someone calling him a diddler. But hey, all of these people were just sitting there laughing because it's a good time, because they shat on the right people. And that's what I don't understand. Who doesn't want the lights turned on the least? The McAlberts. Who hasn't said a word? The McAlberts. Who haven't we talked about? The McAlberts. I'm going to read the new mega motion, not mega motion, but the new filing from yesterday from Bedroom. I'm going to read that later because I want to, yes, I do these Unity streams where I might lose my head a little bit, but I want to get back to what this is about. Let's focus on Aiden Turtle Boy, who is still being charged with stupid crimes that no one else, because if they really believed he was threatening Chris Albert, why isn't Will being charged? He was standing right next to him. There were two other people in the photo. They didn't say anything, but they were still there. In Massachusetts, why don't you charge them as well? No, it was to prove that it's really, because everyone says it's proof that Karen was Karen, that she had a wrench. And I can wrench each and every one of the 200 people watching right now. I can do like Grant and give everyone a wrench. Doesn't mean I know who any of you are, because I know you and I know you and you're here. But the rest, I don't know. I'm a classy broad. Yes, I don't give head on the first date. I will allow slight petting on second base. Higgins and Alberts has a lifetime of being police and know how to get rumors out. And they have an absolutely no morals cunt that are willing to do whatever. And who, when Shawnee Boy blew up the first time, who did he run to? The good old crust herself. So if you want something leaked that has a little bit of credibility left in the Karen Reed movement, you don't leak anything through the old Crustmeister. You send it through Sean. 12 degrees of separation. So you just give it to Krusty. Maybe it's real recordings. I don't know. I wasn't there. Truthful, my dear, I don't give a damn. Maybe it's AI. Maybe it's Krusty herself splicing videos, audios, whatever. I don't know. I don't have the technical skill to run it through anything and test if it's real. And I don't care enough to do it. Because I don't care about that. I believe that's something between Karen and Aiden. And if it's bad enough that she sits in a chat at midnight to say, someone lied to me, why isn't she doing anything about it other than that? Cease and desist, lawsuits, anything. As someone asked yesterday why I wanted Karen to sue Aiden. I didn't say that. I said she could just sue him. She doesn't need to sit in a chat at midnight to say, them bitch aren't loyal. That would be the easy way to squash this. It's just, oh, there's a wiretap fraud. If she really, and that's another thing, if she really wanted to hurt Aiden, why didn't she do that? He would be right out of the gate from her. She would have nothing to do with him. But she's mad enough. She want to sit in a chat at midnight, but not mad enough that she want to part ways 100%. I need that always sunny thing where someone is pulling all the. Maybe I should hire Sleuthy Goosey to keep track of all the new drama. Who has a Southern Cross tattoo? And throws creators under the bus. She lit a fuse and walked away. And that is why, honest to God, I hope it wasn't Karen Reed. I don't know her. She's a lady whose case I felt was unjustified, and I wanted to cover it. I have no knowledge. I have any talks. I don't know her. But I believe that I hope that she would have more class than that. To go in a drama channel and scream in their chat and then throw the gasoline down and leave the room. To me, it just don't seem like Karen. But again, apparently it is. And then I have to rethink who I have been out here fighting for 2.5 years, saying it doesn't make sense any of what you're saying, and she wouldn't do that. Actually, when I read the text messages, it was John O'Keefe who was an asshole. I'm sorry. That's why I just don't believe it, because I think she has more class and more brains than that. But I can be wrong on everything. I'm wrong all the time. Just ask my mods. That's why I do these streams when my mods are sleeping, so they can't get in here and yell at me. We know she clipped the videos for the trial, so I wouldn't put it past her. She faked the federal document. I wouldn't put it past her, and no one has asked to verify it. The only person I've seen ask for the full tape is Jess Machado. How she was going to verify it's real other than someone telling her, trust me, it's real, I don't know. I hope she has someone who can run it through some. Everything is digital these days, so can someone run it through some kind of things to see if it's spliced? Everyone is out there wanting new audio and figure out all the drama. Before I would release anything, I would figure out, is this 100% truthful? Is this verified? And first of all, I would get consent for the two parties to play the wiretapping, or else aren't you just yourself sharing wiretapping? I wish they would all just leave their personal business alone. It's exhausting. As I said yesterday, when cases that are this big die down, there will be infighting. That's why the instant she was found not guilty, I was covering a case somewhere in Alabama or wherever I was covering a case. I didn't do the panel shows. I didn't do any of it. I snuck off to do my normal stuff where I'm just hanging out, covering trials, doing talk shows where I sit and talk to you, or whatever I want to do, because I didn't want to be in the Karen Reed group. I would come back when there was something, or if Aiden had something, or if Sandra Birchmore, I'll swing back around and say, hey, I'm back here. And I can see it on my numbers. No one want to watch me cover cases in Alabama other than my normal stuff. If I swing back and do the Canton stuff, yeah, I get my bump. So if I was a little bit intelligent, I would always do the Karen Reed stuff, but that well will run dry. And what happens when the well runs dry? We saw it in Rittenhouse. We saw it in Johnny Depp. It will always end in infighting. Always. This is the law of YouTube, because if you don't have Karen Reed to cover, what do you have? Well, I can shit on another creator. That'll bring me some dope. Karen Reed is NR is offended. People are put off by her. Oh, Nick Rocco is offended by her cryptic message. Yeah, I saw that as well. Again, I don't know Nick Rocco. I've heard his name. Apparently very close to Karen. But you can't be offended that people are saying, why didn't she just name names? Because if she came out on JFK's show and said, that fat fuck from Denmark, I'm really, really mad at him. He promised me this and that, and he stabbed me in the back. Then you can all throw your anger at me. But what they did, they had someone, Karen Reed, I have to trust it. I still don't believe it, but I'm an idiot. They had Karen Reed to go into a chat and just say, creators. What creators? Is it Mike from the Young Jerks who had JFK on yesterday? Is it Will that JFK was attacking over his shoes? Is it Nurse Kim that JFK attacked and then didn't attack and then kind of attacked again? Is it all of these people who've been out here for 2.5 years helping her that are all disloyal? Or is it 1 or 2 or 3? I'm just saying it's really vague, and it puts everyone on notice, because now we all have to fight for our honesty. And I've been the one who said, I'm not going to go into any of the rumors. I'm not going to go into anything that hasn't been filed in court. But I still now have to have people in my DMs asking me, but why are you sucking Turtle Boy's dick? And again, I only did that once, and I needed the money. And it wasn't Turtle Boy. I found out later it was a crackhead. But hey, $5 is $5. I had people coming in saying, why aren't you loyal to Turtle Boy? I'm saying, am I disloyal? I have people coming in and say, well, didn't you know Olivia isn't a real person? I said, no, never met her. It's been in my chat. Seems wonderful. Don't care. I'm not trying to get my whistle wet in her. All because someone made a blanket statement. Creators. Why didn't that person come back tonight and say, oh, sorry, it's not the wonderful person who raised $200,000 to my defense fund. It's not the wonderful person who I really loved the intro music she put on my videos. It's not the person who did this or that. The person I'm talking about is the broken baker. It would be really easy, especially when everything hit the fan. Why didn't Nick Rocco call her up and say, Karen, that went kind of pear-shaped. You have to come out and say who it is. If he sees people are offended, why doesn't he just, he's her spokesperson or friend or whatever he is. I don't see her fighting for herself on the twit, but I see him fighting for her a lot. Why doesn't he just say, no, the person I was talking about was the broken baker. He's an asshole. He's been writing this harder than I don't know, Heath Ledger and the other guy wrote each other in Brokeback Mountain. That would be the decent thing to do instead of tossing all of this fire on, all of this gasoline on the fire. If you have a problem with 1, 2, 3 creators, just name them. Because right now, every creator is like a rat in a maze, and they are gonna eat each other to prove that it's not them. That's not fair. Well, I don't know if I'm the voice of reason. Maybe it helps that I don't know anyone. I don't give a hoot about. I have my connections to a few of these creators because I've streamed with them or talked with them. All of them seems nice people to me, but I don't know what they do on the toilet, so I can't vouch for anything. I'm just saying, if anything comes out, I just want someone to make sure that it's real. Because I have seen Karen Reed and Alan Jackson on a date right on my screen. I've seen Karen Reed fight a bouncer right on my screen. I didn't believe any of that either. And that was good because that was a lie. I also heard, I don't know if you heard that rumor that Melanie Little and Alan Jackson went away to a hotel and banged an entire weekend during I think it was first trial, that story came out. Everyone seems to forget there has been a lot of stories out there that had absolutely zero truth to them. But this one is true. 100%. Because someone had a wrench in someone's chat. Well, the problem is she did speak. If we are to believe Nick Rocco and the rappers, she did speak. And she called out creators for lying. And that's my big problem. Go back on the rappers channel. Go on Melody Little's channel. You'll have, how much has she? 120,000 subscribers, or how much is she at now? You would have 50,000 people on that stream sit down in the chair and say, well, Melody, the Broken Baker is an asshole. I saw what he did. He's been disloyal. He is out here spreading all these rumors. I just wanted the truth out there. Why would you choose to sit in a chat in a channel that 3 months ago had no traction? All of a sudden, because all of the drama, they had 1,000 people watching when someone was out there saying Karen Reed is in their chat, and boom, all of a sudden they had 1,000 people watching. Why would you choose that chat to? Why didn't you go, if the Broken Baker is disloyal, why didn't you go into Melanie Little's chat? You text Melanie Little and say, hey, Melanie, can I get a wrench? I would really want to come into a chat. I won't go on screen because I'm not ready for it, but I have some things, and you can bring it up and spread it. Melanie Little has on average 4,000-5,000 people watching every single day. If she could announce Karen Reed was in her chat, 10,000 people would sit and watch this. But Karen Reed chose 3 guys who has shown extreme amounts of support for Karen Reed, who have done massive fundraising for her, who has been there at every trial date, who has constantly been behind her, always said she did the right choices. Just go back and watch what they said about her arrest videos. They are Team Reed 2,000%. That's where you go if you want the truth out there. You don't go to Brother Counsel on his Sunday show and say, hey, it's me. I don't want to go on screen. You don't go to Emily D. Baker, who would do a special, and you would have 100,000 people watching. You choose an obscure channel that is well known for their drama. I'm not saying it's not true. I'm just saying it's really shitty PR. And I think she has more brains than that, but I could be wrong. I don't know Karen Reed. I just know that I don't trust anyone who just has a name, because who is Grimtrix really? Melanie won't cover drama. She would have had Karen Reed. If Karen Reed needed to let a message out, she would have had that on her screen. I guarantee you that. Especially if Karen Reed would have put a name on it. But I know that Melanie would also have 100% verified that it was Karen Reed before anything. Well, he's also the guy who came to me and said he had nothing to do with booking Karen, and the only way he verified it was Karen was because she had a wrench. And as I just showed, anyone can get a wrench. Ignore it and it goes away, but sadly, it won't go away, because you have the spaces going, you have Sean of the Gulf screaming that he want to kill people, you have the rappers who is now rolling with the attacks on Will, which I don't understand. Why are they attacking Will so bad? I just don't get it. So yeah. Emily D. Baker wouldn't cover this drama. Again, listen to what I said. If Karen Reed wanted the truth out there that she didn't trust certain creators, Emily D. Baker and Melanie Little would, of course, have that. I'm not saying that Emily Baker would then go on and talk about how JFK is shitting on knockoff Jordans on Will, or telling Will he can't come to Boston, or apparently Jess and Nurse Kim getting into a beef, or whoever else is beefing. She wouldn't cover that. But if Karen wanted a truth out there, you wouldn't choose midnight on a Thursday. You would set it up with someone big. That's what I heard as well. And it's verified because Nick Rocco saw that wrench and he knew it was then Karen Reed. So it's 100% true. Karen Reed went into that channel and shat on people. I've had Karen Reed's sister in my chat. She doesn't have a wrench, but it's her. They said that he disrespected them by sneaking in the back door of their presentation doing a true stream, then ratted him out tonight. Wasn't that truth stream where they were shitting on the Clara, and they started out shitting on Aiden, then Aiden came on, and then they, brother, you know we have your back, brother, you know we have your back. And then Aiden went off, and then they started being a little, I'm just saying there's a lot of flip-flops in that channel, and hey, good for them. I know I'm going to be their next target because Jesse is in my chat asking who in my Twitter asking who I am, and Nick Rocco put my name up there yesterday. Good for it. I hope I get a lot of subscribers coming over to see how stupid I am, and I am the dumbest MFer on this planet. Is she allowed to drink on her probation? No, she's not. It's she is I think she has testing. I don't think she has the bracelet, but she has to do testing. So she can't be drinking. That's another thing I saw. Well, she was drunk again because Karen is a massive alcoholic. Isn't it funny that was from one of the sites who used to support Karen? Again, the end game. Karen wants to call out fake assholes. That's nice. She does it in a chat, not in her words, nothing. She just writes it, and people will clip it and put it on the Twitter and say, see? What does Karen get from it? Key bono, as I said the other day. Does Karen get more or less drama in her life? does Karen get more or less support by this? Let's say this makes the divide total. Aiden pulls his support for Karen Reed. He doesn't go attacking her, but he's not fundraising, he's not covering, he's not supporting anything anymore. He focuses on Aiden Carney. Will, who has been a ride and die with Turtle Boy the entire time, because he's getting attacked by her official channel, says, no more 12 hours, no more 24-hour fundraising. I'm done. Is that really smart? Then who are you having out there to help you? Pretty dumb to cut your hands off, but yeah, you probably have a couple of other channels, but do they go as hard in the paint for you as Aiden and Will have? Maybe it's a good idea. I don't know. Aiden's dangerous to her. There's trials coming. Cosgrove wants her phone records. They don't have it. Actually, they do have them. He asked for the extraction that they already have. There's 2 different trials. People are just not smart enough to figure that out. So why would she do it? Even if Aiden was a little bit, we need to have a talk in a room with no audio and just get on the same side. Even if that was the case, is he a bigger plus to you or a bigger minus to you? I don't know. I don't know. This whole thing brings more shade into Karen, which make me think of KP and the shitty popo. I don't see any upsides to Karen Reed and all of that. What's the saying? Bite the hand that feeds you. Yeah, and I don't think she's dumb enough to do that. That's why I don't believe, and I know I should believe Nick Rocco. He is the guy who knows her. He confirmed it was her. But I see a highly intelligent woman working in finance who's probably handled more stressful situations. Finance and lawyers are some of the most high stress areas you can work in. And she goes on a bitch channel and starts whining. I just don't see it. But hey, according to all of them, I'm wrong. They're right. Karen Reed chose a Thursday night at midnight to start screaming about people because it's really good to do that. I want my truth out. No, you don't. You want your support. Even if Aiden might have done something you dislike, you call Aiden and have a sit down. Make sure there's no phones in the room. And you sit down and you have a meeting and says, can we just put a truth on this? I'll come on your show and do 30 minutes. Let's put the kibosh on this. That to her would be way more beneficial than having someone attack Aiden. Because there's no upsides for her losing Aiden. No upsides. Karen and Kelly hasn't spoken for a while. I don't know who Kelly is. Yes, that's why I'm saying I know I get yelled at, and it was her. If it was her, good for her. But I just can't see the upside. Then she is sadly less immature than I thought. And I don't want to think that a woman that I have followed closely for 2.5 years, trying to shed a light from 4,000 miles away of her being mistreated by the state. I did Lego reenactments of how the incident should have happened. I have drawn pictures. I have done multiple streams talking about how stuff didn't line up. And all of it is burned down because of one late night stream. I don't know. She might be that stupid, and not stupid that way, but PR stupid. I've been in politics for a long time, and one thing I learned is you can't help some people from themselves. They will torch the earth. I had a candidate I was helping, he was going straight to the top, and then he kept fucking up. I had given him some basic things. Only talk about the subjects that we have. As a politician, you have 3 subjects you will talk about every time. Stay off the fucking drink. And he kept getting drunk. And he kept saying dumb things when he was drunk. Guess who's not in politics anymore? Really, really hard to help people not hurt themselves. Hey, classical overthinker. Good morning. Well, Nick's Twitter account came into my Twitter yesterday and confirmed it was her, with a different story than was, I believe, told on the show, but we don't know because the show went private after. Again, I want my truth out there. Can you private the show? I don't know. That's the thing. Trust the crust. Always trust the crust. Trust the crust as you trust a Taco Bell fart. Yes. Again, you can change your name, and you just need someone. And again, was it Nick Rocco? Apparently, it was. I was a little surprised. I thought he had a lot of money, but he hasn't a verified account on the TwitSweat. I have a verified account because then no one can impersonate the baker. Because I have a channel and I really don't want people out there doing stupid stuff to get me into trouble. He doesn't have a verified account. He came in, told me everything was hunky-dory, and I believe it. Karen Reed was in that chat. But if Karen Reed was in that chat, I just lost a lot of respect for her. And then I could go and read that Nick Rocco will then be disappointed that we are disappointed in her. I'm sorry, but if you play dumb games, you win dumb prizes. And there's no upside to this game. When someone started with the petty insults last night and today, it was just pissed me off. That's the problem. If the best you can do is shit on a man's shoe, you're not that tough. But hey, I'm probably going to get it tomorrow because I know that I'm on their radar now. But hey, without drama, what do we really have? Well, what we really have is a new motion from Betero. I'm going to read that in approximately 3 hours. So all you all get your lazy bums to bed and go pep the drama llama. We're not going to solve who is who. Thank you so much for stopping by. Love you all, even though I'm probably causing more drama by bringing unity.